Welcome to Live Life Well, and today we're going to talk about life supports, and one of our most important life supports, shoes. The health of your shoes. Today is one of my favorite days. It's New Shoe Day. My life is spent standing on concrete, walking on concrete 14 hours a day. And one of the earliest lessons in my career was the importance of not only the types of shoes I wear, but the health of my shoes. Because something's got to give, either me or the concrete, and it isn't going to be the concrete. So my shoes have become so important for me. My wife thinks I have a shoe problem. I don't have a shoe problem. I tell her, I'm like, honey, if I had a shoe problem, my shoes would look different. They don't. You're going to see today, my new shoes are going to look just like the shoes I'm taking off. I have a support issue. And so what happens is those shoes, that support can break down, and many of the problems that we see with people today that they deal with, from lower back pain to sciatic pain to knee pain, foot pain, plantar fasciitis, all these types of issues can be based on the health of their shoes and the health of their feet. The more unhealthy your feet are, the more important the health of your shoes becomes. So one of my favorite shoes are Ecco. These are my work shoes of choice. There are a lot of great brands out there. I've really settled into these sneakers, these soft sevens. They are light, they're comfortable. And so the first thing I do when I get my new shoes, obviously I take out the packaging. Some things to watch for when you're buying new shoes. That shoe, if you can roll that shoe up, that sole of that shoe up into a ball, that's a problem. Okay, that's not a supportive shoe. And you'll see a lot of shoes, they can be popular brands of popular athletic shoes, and they'll make those styles that are more casual. You can roll that shoe up into a ball. It's not a supportive shoe. Now, one of the first things I do is not only do I look at the health of my shoes and the types of shoes, I wear orthotics. So when I get a new pair of shoes, I have to take out my orthotics from my current shoes, and you can see they look the same, but I've been wearing this shoe for about 4 months. I like to change my work shoe about every 90 to 120 days. Now, I'm an extreme case. Most people aren't spending as much time on their feet on concrete, but I'll show you in a bit how to monitor the health of your shoe, but realize that shoe's gonna break down. My teachers are some of the worst offenders because they're professional dress and they're on their feet all day on concrete, and they'll wear terrible shoes, or those shoes will break down. Oftentimes for my teachers, I'll recommend that they update their work shoes every semester. And even if they wear more stylish shoes to and from work, have something in the classroom that they can wear that's more supportive when they're standing there for prolonged periods of time. So these are my orthotics. My orthotics, I like to describe them like eyeglasses, but for my feet. My glasses don't fix my eyes, but they're designed to help support those weaknesses so I can see and function better. That's what my orthotics do. You can see these are custom made for me. They're designed to build up, to support all 3 arches of my foot. Because those arches should cause your foot to set up, okay? And that's the strength and stability of your foundation. And then they also work like a natural shock absorber or a suspension system. So if those arches are collapsed or broken down, not only can they set up problems like plantar fasciitis and heel spurs and bunions, you lose that support and you're absorbing more impact, more compression in not only the feet, but the knees, the hips, the lower back, the rest of the spine. And just like the foundation of a building, if the foundation's off, the building's off. So that's what my orthotics are designed to do, to support my weaknesses so my foundation of my feet can function better. As I mentioned earlier, Eccos are good supportive shoes, but if you take out what comes in there, there's nothing to that compared to having the support of a good, solid orthotic. So that's the first thing I do. I put my orthotics in. I take out the factory insoles, and we'll do that with both pair. Not only do I try to update my shoes regularly, but this shoe's not worn out yet, so I don't throw this shoe away. This shoe still has some life in it. It's just not as much life as I want to support me all day being on these floors. So I try to update them before they're completely worn out. And now this shoe will go home and become a casual shoe. I'll wear it to the ball games or going to the grocery store. But as far as what I'm working in, I'm trying to keep it as updated and healthy as possible. So some good ways to monitor the health of your shoe is I like to look at a shoe like a tire. So the first thing we want to do is look at the soles, okay? Or the tread if we were talking about a tire. Now this is a new shoe, so the tread looks great, but you will watch this tread break down. Now tennis shoes and sneakers can be harder to monitor this on because they have a real thick tread. So another way to watch it is to watch the back of the shoe. You can watch that shoe begin to get compressed or push out on the side. So for me, my outside arch breaks down. So if you looked at some old hard shoe dress shoes that I would wear, or certain shoes that if they get more wear on them, the outside of that shoe is broken down, or it'll look like you clipped the corner off the heel of that shoe. So if you're monitoring the tread of a tire, if it starts to go bald, that's a problem. The other thing you can do is push on the heel of that shoe. Okay, and sometimes when I recommend this to people, they're not sure what it should feel like. So I'll recommend that the next time they see a new pair of shoes of the same style, grab it and push on the heel, and they'll feel that that shoe should have bounce, it should have movement and give to it. So like a tire, if a tire is bald and it's flat, you change it. So go through your old shoes. If you're seeing those wear patterns and you push on the heel of that shoe and it's hard, that might be a really strong indicator that you don't want to wear that shoe in a consistent basis, or especially if you're going to be on your feet a long time. One of our most important life supports are shoes. So I hope you find this information helpful to not only know some styles of shoes to look for, but also to help monitor the health of your shoes. We're here in Franklin, Tennessee. Some of my favorite local resources to help you find more, not just shoes, more supportive shoes, but things like sandals and flip-flops and things that can be really dangerous footwear are David Parker here in Cool Springs Mall. There's a New Balance store, Fleet Feet up in Brentwood. These are all just a few of our local resources that can be a really great place to contact and get some more information. So hope you find this information helpful. If you do, hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell as we do our best to help you live life well. Get that orthotic in there. It's like instantly, man. I call it like when I get my new shoes, I call it like the breath of fresh air. Instantly, I can just feel less pressure on my legs and my shins. Oh, so much better.